own that music?
Katt Williams. Shots fired everywhere, man. That was a firing fucking squad, huh? God damn.
Do we own that track?
We do not, sir.
Okay.
We have it used for
License abilities?
it is non-commercial use.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's no money to be made unless, I'll drop a couple coins for your boys. We're live for those who are just listening.
We're live.
Confused.
We're also so live right now. It doesn't even make sense.
Live on TikTok. Like, I wish I could show the amount. I want to take the mirror and hold it up to this like camera and just show the amount of fucking tripods.
We're gonna graduate.
Take some pictures.
We're gonna graduate to an
obscene.
iPad setting at one point.
This is obscene.
No.
This is a tripping hazard galore. Look
We're
at
not
this.
moving.
That's a good point.
We don't even need to be
There's
able to
almost
untrip.
no movement.
None.
That's critical.
I'm sitting in here for the next hour.
Man, I couldn't stop watching that Katt Williams thing. And it made me, buddy, I've never wanted to go back to religion more than after watching that Katt Williams interview.
Why?
Because he goes, the line is not race. The line, it's God's side or the other side. I'm like, amen. Or, I fucking called an imam right away. I'm going to I'm going to Friday prayer today, I think. Or today's Saturday. But still,
I'm
going next week.
You sound more religious.
Buddy, I was amped, man. And every time people ask Katt a question, I love how he composes himself.
Yeah,
it's very Japanese. That's how the Japanese do it. They think about the response. Like my one buddy, when he's an engineer, he went to Toyota in Japan, and they would ask him a question, and he would just start answering it, and they would look at him like a dummy. They're like,
they would smack him?
No, they'd be like, you just started answering it right away.
Yeah.
You didn't even stop to think about
dumb
it.
fuck.
Here in this side of the world, they're like, look, he's talking right away. This guy knows shit. Look, he didn't even take a second to consider it. That means he knows it so well.
Do you have to do push-ups in Japan when they disrespect you like that?
I don't know. I didn't hear about that part.
I guess I'm in my goddamn eye.
But next time I get asked a question, I'm going to adjust myself. And by the way, he paces like that's how my mom, when she reads Quran, that's how she, that constant rubbing the thighs and pacing. That's a Muslim person reciting Quran. That's what that is.
When he said he has his net worth on him, I love that.
That was so fun. I got that on me.
You could tell, like he literally had like.
I know, but a lot of people stunt like that. You don't know what it is.
If you were rich, would you wear rear shit?
What is Katt's net worth? Let's see.
On there it says $2 million.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
No, he's got to be worth 40 at least.
You looked it up already?
Of course I looked it up. What time did you get up this morning?
8.
I was already up for 2 hours.
Did you fucking do investments and
No,
such?
actually now I've been hitting the comedy a little harder.
Yeah, imagine it had a little X that said he has it on him. They updated it.
He wears this daily on his body. 5'4". Damn, that's an insulting amount of height.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? Because he threw shade at Kevin Hart for being. He's like, that nigga 5'2". I was like, yeah, 2. And DMX is 2 inches taller than me. I thought that nigga was 6'12" or some shit.
When he talked about how in high school at one point he was the big dude. Like, holy shit. That's like, I'm from Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah, he was like
there
9.
are bars in Sault Ste. Marie right now with old ex-pro hockey players that are literally having that conversation. And they were in the pros.
Like you're saying NHL? Or you're saying...
Yeah. They're like, I could have been better than I was. You're like, shut up,
so they
Phil
went in and
Esposito.
out? They were like in and out? 2 seasons?
Yeah, in and out, or they did. Like, Phil Esposito, I think, lives in the Sioux. He's a hockey legend.
Let me guess. He has a chain of car dealerships up there now.
I don't know. He's a cheap tipper. I'll tell you that.
Esposito Kia. I can already see it.
But Esposito there is not like Esposito would be in like New York. Esposito in New York would have like a nice shop on the
connected.
corner.
Yeah, you're connected.
In the Sioux, Esposito's like a guy worked at the plant with his hands.
He's got depression just for his disability claim.
Yeah, he's depressed as shit, dude.
Damn right he is. He did 2 seasons and he regrets everything about it. Have you watched any of the clapback videos on YouTube? I haven't watched any of them.
Clapback to Katt?
Yeah, I'm letting it soak in.
Kevin looks a little uncomfortable. There was a thing yesterday.
Kevin already talked?
Well,
he's tweeted something.
He's tweeted like, "Get that hate out you guys. Check out my new show on HBO." That's literally what.
Get that hate out you.
Get that hate out of your life.
Oh, good on you, Katt. Let it vent.
I mean, Katt was saying he won in this whole scenario. I mean,
that line, I was like, come on.
If
man.
it's a whole dollar value though, Kevin Hart has won.
Yeah, but is it a dollar value thing?
Probably
That's
not.
His whole point is
Probably
that it's not just the dollar value finish line. Because if you look at it like that, then it's like whoever has the most money wins. But it's like, what did you do, right?
And I think
did you stand for what? Gotta get that anger up. Gotta get that anger up out of you, champ. It's honestly sad. In the meantime, please enjoy my movie trailer to my next film, Lift, which will be dropping on Netflix in 8 days. There's a moment in the trailer where this says they really love you.
That's just keeping it on the game, you know?
See?
He's like, I'm always on the game.
Get that hate up out you.
But if the
let's see what our people get in 11 days.
If it's a game can you do?
Oh, that's why Katt Williams went off on Kevin Hart. Makes sense. Oh, is it?
Well, this is him saying. This is him saying he does drugs. Like Katt chose drugs over Hollywood.
Oh, Katt.
My frustration with Katt Williams comes from you keep pointing at Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hollywood, this the white man.
Hollywood,
this
the white man.
When do you take responsibility for your actions?
When do you
Katt saying this is
had
bullshit.
the shot.
Katt was in that position at one point.
You were the guy. You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up.
That's a Starbucks cup.
You fucked off promo.
That's a heavy Starbucks cup.
You fucked off your promo fucking trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped fucking with you.
Which could probably be true.
Shit.
Could be true.
Oh, okay.
Take
No, it makes
But
total
he
sense.
just
I
asked
don't
him.
think Kevin
He
Hart
just asked him why, and then he said he chose drugs.
Oh, he said that?
Katt Williams is saying no. I'm not. I don't do drugs. I just smoke weed.
He's like, I smoke weed and I drink. He knows his Kanye.
And he doesn't mix.
No, the Kevin Hart thing. You know why? Because that's the most, as far as competition goes, that's the most where they're similar in age, 10 years apart, 8 years apart, and they're small comedians, right? Small black comedians.
Physically. Yeah.
So it's like, as far as what they would represent for Hollywood and the type of roles they competing head on.
Exactly, yeah.
One for one. So I get
Kevin
the
Hart
beef.
is better looking, so I think camera-wise, he's going to be commercially more of a leading
But
potential.
again, remember, that's the whole point where Steve Harvey was like, yo, Bernie, you're not going to break through. You're darker than everybody.
Yeah.
You're, and like, I'm Steve, I'm lighter, and fucking Bernie went further than all of them before he died. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. But
You ever see the movie Mr. 3000?
Of course, man.
Where he catches the bottle?
Buddy, I just finished his bio, man. What a legend, bro.
I know.
You know, when he wanted to get into comedy, everyone's like, you ain't no Eddie Murphy. That's exactly what every one of us, people tell you you're not Sebastian. They'll tell you, oh, you think you're Chris Rock. The exact same things they tell you now, they told him when he was like 28 with kids. And they're like, go back to work. And then he's like one of the main guys. And I love how Earthquake he's like, I've never seen Earthquake do a bad shit.
Yeah, I know.
That's why I'm like, I think Earthquake might be.
He was overdue his due.
Yeah, but he can't read. The nigga illiterate. They put the cue cards in front of him. They couldn't read them. And it's like,
the thing, I'll ask you this with Kevin. So Katt's not complaint or like gripe is like, you sold your soul, meaning you did things that I wouldn't do from an artistic integrity perspective. But at this point in life, they have the same freedoms, except Kevin has more resources. And then it was like, oh, you didn't put enough comics on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Katt took a lot of people on the road with him, but what does putting them on mean? Putting them on, I get the impression, is like making you so the industry accepts you and embraces you wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
As they do with Tiffany Haddish. So he said, you open the gate, you let Tiffany in, right? But Katt, the way he operated in Hollywood, the way Katt operated in Hollywood, he says there are no gatekeepers now. There's always gatekeepers if you want to fuck with traditional industry, right?
Yeah.
And he's not in traditional industry. So the only gate he has is getting you in front of his audience, which is a huge audience, but it's grassroots still. You got to get on a plane, boom, 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 boom. You're not going to get any movies or nothing like that. So it's like you're putting people on by giving them money, employing them, touring with them, whereas Kevin Hart's type of put on would be like, I'm going to bring you to the fucking party that all the agents and all the execs are at, and you're going to be supporting lead in 8 movies in the next 3 years. Yeah. So it's different, but as far as like us in the game, I'm looking at the Katt Williams model, bro. I love it. I love when he said, like, if you don't, he paid for every single one of his specials out of his pocket. He's like, if you don't put yourself on, how can you expect them to put you on?
I agree with that.
If you don't show them what they missed out on, how are they going to take the gamble on you? So it's like, I think I had it in my head. I was like, oh, my second or third, I'm going to be, hopefully it'll be Netflix. But now I'm like, if some platform offers some big money down the road, yo, give me the money. We're good, right?
Well,
but in the meantime, I'm thinking I'm going to be doing independent release. Probably.
Well, there's people record their albums.
5-10 years.
You can get scenarios where there'll be a company that'll take 50% for life.
And the max.
Well, that's what everyone's scenario is.
I mean, it's not everyone's scenario.
No, I'm saying like when you're just starting out, people are going to take advantage of you and try that way, right?
I told the nigga, I was like, yo, fucking go independent. I mean, a lot of these guys, I'll admit, once you start doing all the thing to submit your album independent, the whole platform on Sound Exchange, it's set up so a manager or someone, it's like, you know how legal contracts are written in a way to involve lawyers, so that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's written
to do, yeah.
It's not like I promise to not blank blank blank. It's like the aforementioned blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They use jargon in there to force the inclusion of lawyers. That's kind of like the same shit with this thing. So it's like it makes sure management and studios are doing this thing because it's very daunting looking. But if you research enough, you could do it yourself and then go independent. 100% production
over the
royalties,
lifetime.
100% artistic royalties.
If it's the lifetime of it, man, yeah. Because if you
crazy.
get way more popular, that's going to be even more valuable.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, the way Katt did it is I was looking at comments and someone made a great point. He's like, you can go back and watch this. I'm like, yo, I can't wait for like 1 month to pass and go back and I watched the whole thing. I didn't even listen to it too.
Yeah, I watched it too. He is right though. Like Cedric doesn't have an album. Steve, I don't think has albums.
It makes sense as soon as they hit the industry, which is the big money. Again, you can't judge people for taking, I just have to drive to a studio every day and not fly constantly, be with my family and make 10 times the money I'm making. Yeah. Okay, it's kind of a no-brainer. But at the same time, if you got love for the game and you're this level stand-up, then you want to get out and you want to do your shows.
He's
right?
almost like baiting people to say, I know it's hard, and you quit because it's hard.
He's a little bit like Aries. He's similar to Aries Spears, too.
I gotta smoke weed because I can't sleep because it fucks my. It's like, yeah, stand-up is just hard. Like it
really is.
Fucks you. He had beef with Ari too.
And the fact that the way he defended weed reminds me that a big part of his audience is religious middle American people and not weed smokers, black folk, good honest church black folk middle America. Because the way he's describing, because most black people in like well-to-do middle class, like they still have that stigma of weed that they came up like stay away from the reefer. That's the devil's reefer. You know
rappers
what I mean?
And shit. It's like
rappers, the artist community, they've been fucking with it since the 50s, since day one, right? Yeah. But still, there's the very well-to-do go to like a Ivy League school, put my kids in sports, stay away from marijuana. Cats being like, look, I need it to eat. You know what I mean? Or whereas we're in Canada, we're like, yo, you could just need it to make music sound a little bit better, right? I'm eating and sleeping fine, right?
It is interesting what he was saying about Kevin. Like nobody in LA or New York was lining up to see his shows.
Yeah, but
and I'm like, that's not necessarily a barometer.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
that's just another flex. That's with the Kevin. I like you said, but with the Kevin stuff, it's clearly personal and begins to get muddy. Of like, there is straight up jealousy there. Because
Katt probably feels like, why is Kevin considered on the same level or higher than him?
Because he plays ball with the industry.
Yeah,
he plays ball, whereas Katt is like he's kind of will die on his like laurels, or not laurels, but like his integrity, which is, I mean, he's making his money. So in the end of the day,
have you watched World War III, Katt's special?
I didn't like it that much.
I didn't like it that much either. It's very like just different. He uses music a lot.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah,
I wonder if you went toe to toe, like Charlemagne will do this, where they'll put a catalog of music up against another catalog of music.
Yeah,
if you went toe to toe special wise, what's gonna win? Like, I think Katt has more specials.
Pimp Chronicles is one of the best of all time.
Yeah, but that's just gonna be a 1-to-1.
I know, but it's like
that accounts for like 3.
Exactly.
Specials.
Yeah, it's so good. It's the pace of like club comedy in a giant venue, thousands of people. He goes nonstop. It's only I've seen Earthquake do that. Of like, it's funny from the beginning till the end.
You can't even breathe.
Yeah, he just gives you a little bit of time to catch up on your breath when he rants on his hatred for Michael Jackson. Fuck you, I got babies, you nasty motherfucker. Yeah, I don't care.
I
if
love
you can
Michael
sing
Jackson.
and dance.
I'm a big Michael Jackson fan.
Yeah, of course. I listen to Thriller every day almost.
Every day?
No, not
what the?
I listen to Thriller twice a week.
Okay, yeah. Dial
I
that
just
back.
press play at the beginning.
Sure.
Where it's like, I did dial it back. I didn't want to lie in front of the...
at what point during the day?
The live TikTok audience. I got more integrity. I call me Katt Williams, baby. What would you say?
How many, like, at what point of the day when you take a shit, you listen to Thriller?
Nah. One before the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-da-na-na-na-na. That's not even it.
Yeah.
No, like, that's not the bass.
I know. I was going to let him just...
Darkness crawls across the
Keep
land.
pulling
A
these.
midnight foul is close at hand. Creatures something in search of blood to terrorize their neighborhood. See, you didn't know I knew that, man.
I like Michael Jackson a lot.
No, I'm a big fan. I'm just talking about the special.
I'd sleep
this
in his
isn't
house.
true. Katt refused to wear dresses and do things. This immoral compass, something Kevin was willing to do. You know what's funny? I was thinking about this. Like, it always comes down to wear dresses.
Yeah, why?
You know what I mean? Like, we're
Black
just,
dudes in dresses is weird.
something about like the industry. It makes black guys. It's funny because it's like you are a threat. You know, like the stereotype is this, but now you're in a dress. It's like playing on a
But
thing.
to happen
right?
over so many different comedians, like
It's constant.
it's
constant.
an odd.
It makes it more. It makes
It's like
black
fetish.
people more palpable for the masses of America. I think is what that's why they keep writing it into scripts.
Okay.
But like Eddie Murphy's one of the best ever, and he wore 1,000 dresses. It's like, who cares? Why are we drawing the line? I was thinking about this, like, yeah, fuck wearing a dress. But then I realized, like, the whole time during COVID, I'm making content. I had a fucking blonde wig. I did like 30 videos with a blonde wig, right? So it's like, I'm just doing a thing of like,
I think it
here's a
depends.
guy talking, here's the chick, here's the for the chick. I put the thing on, but I realized the internet don't fuck with that. The internet wants you to put just a towel over your head,
Yeah.
to signify chick. You know, the internet doesn't like too much effort.
Towel
Yeah.
like this, a little cone towel, and like a nice attitude,
No,
and
you
your
just
lady.
put it on top of your head.
You know what's
But-
funny? If I do a video
Oh,
in
yeah,
front
yeah,
of the green
flat.
screen and I put it onto Premiere and I make the background switch so it's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. That
You're
does
a girl?
worse.
You're a girl?
No, like any video idea
Okay.
where I'm in front of a green screen.
Yeah.
That idea does worse than if I use the built-in feature where there's green around me. It's got to look kind of shitty and janky for it to be more consumable.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
what
that
TikTok's
crazy?
all about, baby.
Is that?
Keeping it real with that shit, jank.
Yeah, it's like thank you again.
Thank you again. so
Thank
much.
you again, Cocksucker 48. Appreciate you for that 38 cents.
But what Kat's saying, I think, is if they're writing it into the script and kind of demeaning me at the same time, different than just throw yourself in a dress, be funny.
Yeah, I agree. The whole thing on the rape is like, I'm on him completely.
He
goes
goes.
like-
Ice Cube said that wasn't in it.
But like when you watch it, or Soul Plane or one of those, he does get raped by fucking Terry Crews. Like there's
I
a
thought it
struggle.
was Friday after next.
I forget which one. There's a struggle in the bathroom with Terry and Kat. And Kat breaks his balls or something like that. He hits him, something. I forget what even movie it was. Soul Plane or Friday After Next.
Kevin
But
Hart was in Soul Plane.
Kevin Hart wasn't Soul Plane. Yeah, he was the
Katt
main
Williams.
guy. I forget.
I don't think so.
But anyways, long story short, like I feel like that scene still happened, but I'm not even sure. But he's like, take this out. But then you're saying Ice Cube said, yeah, in that video. So Ice Cube had a rebuttal. He
He
said,
didn't say it wasn't a rebuttal so much. He's just saying most of what he said. Kat
Godfrey.
said-
Godfrey was the flight attendant or something.
He said most of what Kat said was 100%, but a few things about, we did try Ricky Smiley out as Money Mike. You know, it didn't work. We then cast him as Santa Claus.
Put up a picture of Money Mike, Dante.
Money Mike was written into the script. Kat added a lot to it. It's like he was giving you gold, you take it kind of thing. Not that he wrote all of it, but he
What a beast.
just made it more than like what it was.
Yeah. He just brought it to life.
Well, what's kind of interesting with the whole overall point of this is Katt Williams comes on a show in 2024 and talks about shit that is not really relevant at all. Like nobody cares personally about a beef between Katt Williams and Kevin Hart. Like that wasn't on like something we thought about all the time. Nobody really cares about how Friday After Next went down. But now we all care about all of these things. It's so interesting.
Well, I think it's just
Why?
been bubbling in him forever.
But
And
it's
this
not
was
like he
I don't think
revealed,
there's
like-
gonna be another one of these.
It's not like he just
That
revealed one
interview,
of
I think
Kanye-
that'll be like the one of his life. Like there's not gonna be another interview where he goes back. He unearthed the shit that's like 20, 25
But what
years
I'm
old.
saying
So
is like it's not like he revealed like one of Kim's kids isn't Kanye's or some shit. You know what I
but
mean?
that's not what he came out to do. Apparently, the Ricky Smiley episode, he was talking mad shit specifically about that production, specifically about I was supposed to be Money Mike. I had to Google who Ricky Smiley was. All right, so like,
even know who he is.
yeah. So like,
Rickle, you said?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is Ricky Smiley trying to take credit for how
That's-
awesome the character of Money Mike
That's
was.
why he kept talking about these movies because it was a direct challenge. It was a direct lie. And he came to talk about that. And then he just ended up being like, you know what? Now that the cat's out of the bag,
Yeah.
Steve Harvey ain't shit. Cedric is fat. You know, like
Cedric's fat.
Cedric, he's like, you a walrus. You sitting like a walrus. That suit is sick. That's that.
Ricky Smiley, yeah.
To the right. No,
well lined
two
up.
up and to the right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a power
I
suit.
would rock that shit. Woo! Look at them buttons, boy.
That's powerful.
Woo! Double-breasted playboy.
Woo!
Yeah, that guy's not gonna play Money Mike.
This guy
I
was
mean-
supposed to play Money Mike.
That's
He could
what-
also,
that's
though.
apparently that's what he
That's
said.
what a pimp could look like that too.
Ricky Smiley at Rayleigh Improv. Yeah. Yeah, Kevin Hart.
Raleigh. Why are you saying words wrong?
Oh, it's not Rayleigh?
Never. What?
Raleigh.
Rayleigh. You lived in
What
America.
are the first two letters?
R-A?
Why is it so obscene that I pronounce it Ray?
Because you lived in America.
And not in Rayleigh.
They actually say Raleigh.
Okay, I've never been there. And you
Damn.
got to go to a place to know the pronunciation. Have you ever been to Saskatchewan? Because they say Saskatchewan.
Actually,
I didn't
they
realize
say
that till I went
Saskatchewan.
there. They say that.
See, I'm on the right side of that
Now
one.
you know. Now you know.
No, I told you.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the people watching at home. We appreciate y'all. Big
What'd you say again? Raleigh?
Rayleigh?
Rayleigh.
Is it so obscene looking at it? Raleigh.
I think.
Lay. We're literally on the same page with Lay.
Well, yeah, sure. There's no Y.
You're saying raw. I'm saying
Raleigh.
Ray.
Yeah, Raleigh. Raleigh. Is it North Carolina?
But B-A-B-Y. Is it Bobby or is it baby?
B-A-B-Y?
B-A-B-Y.
'Cause I
You say
gotta.
You say bay. Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good point.
I
Okay,
just
wait.
dropped
Pull
a
up
little knowledge
another.
on
Pull up another.
You know what? Just
few
pull up
American
Jonathan
cities.
Majors. Just
yeah. Let's
figure-
cool it
pull up
off.
Jonathan
Pull
Majors.
up American
That-
cities, and I want to see how we're pronouncing these. Maybe I've gotten
I
some
feel
wrong
bad
too.
for Jonathan Majors, by the way.
I feel
the way
alright,
he
bro.
got hit down for no, like he
On
already
Kat,
lost
yeah,
everything,
on Kat's
and now
thing.
Cat's like he ugly. You're like he lost it all. Why are you
Kick a man while he's down.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's see how we say some of these.
Okay, come on. Like, what are we doing?
Okay,
Milwaukee,
what do you think about that one?
Albuquerque, Omaha.
Okay.
I know that.
No, I was gonna say Albuquerque. Yeah. Why is no one saying that wrong?
Omaha is the how you. I should have said it based on Rayleigh, right?
Well, because of Dragon Ball Z.
Omaha, Mahama,
Ohama,
Arlington. These are all
Omaha.
easy. These are all easy.
Yeah, these are
Jacksonville, Fresno. These are all easy.
These are too easy for a boss.
But Raleigh
spent too
is
much
North
money on
Carolina.
school.
Is that North Carolina?
I think it is.
Yeah, I've been there,
What?
buddy.
You've been to Raleigh, North Carolina?
I've been to another part of because
But you
Volvo,
said it
Volvo
wrong,
headquarters.
and you've
bro.
been there?
I used to be an engineer, motherfucker.
Jesus.
How do you say this?
Anaheim. Yeah, play.
Wait a second. You've been to Raleigh, North Carolina? but
Not
you-
Raleigh.
Okay.
I forget what's out. Greensboro. Greensboro.
Greensboro Baptist, my
Yeah,
friend.
for sure.
Wait, what's that? What's that? Chihuly?
Anchorage? Come on, what are we doing? We're just pronouncing.
Chihuahua?
Yo, hit him with a buffalo. Buffalo. Boise. Boise, if I didn't know comics, because comics always tour
Boise
there.
State.
Boise, Idaho.
Boise State.
Boise. Boys.
Wait, what's what?
Chesapeake.
I think it's Chesapeake. Chesapeake.
Oh, you
Chesapeake.
can-
Chesapeake.
you know how to say this
Chesapeake. It's
That-
Chesapeake.
That sounds like a land acknowledgement in the name, right?
A little bit,
Thank
yeah.
you for the Chesapeake. Thank you for your
Glendale.
land. We appreciate it. We've got Chick-fil-A's all over it now.
Chesapeake, Virginia.
Virginia. Buddy, Virginia, North Carolina, Maryland, all these places, they got so many Sudanis and so many Somalis and Sudanis. Crazy. When I had the immigrant section, America's like most of the listens. They're all over America, but the hot zone. It looked like the military coup was gonna happen right here.
You should get a phone just for Sudani people, just to call in.
Yes, sir. Yeah, right. A direct line.
Do you get any DMs, like Sudani DMs?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Save me.
Yeah. No, not save me. They're killing it. A lot of them are like Qatar and Saudi and all over the world, man. Sudanis are fucking smart people.
I commented on a Gary Vee video the other day because Gary Vee, he was like, ingredients. Ingredients are going to be the new thing. That's what people are going to be into. They're going to be ingredients and health. And I was just being a dick, and I was like, Joe Rogan's been on this, though, and I put a fire emoji. And then like 4 people DM me. One was like, "Oh, saw you on Gary Vee, man. I just really want to let you know I like your vibe. Like, would love to help your business. Like, if you need me to help you build a community, I can
Oh,
help
my
you
God.
build." And then somebody else was like, "Yo, I'm doing like a survey for Gary Vee. I just want if you could answer like 4 questions." And I'm like, Jesus.
Some guy hit me. Love your content, man, but I've noticed a couple gaps in there. And if you want to take it to the next, he's got 600 followers. I'm like, bro, let your account speak for you. It's like a personal trainer hitting me up. Like, dude, you got great arms, but if you look at their profile, they're just fat as fuck. Like
they're not jacked.
Yeah, like have an amazing account that's killing it, and then send me a DM like that.
I think the amount of jacked your personal trainer is can't be too high.
It can't be too hot. Yeah, because then it's like then you're just self-conscious the whole time.
They should be strong as shit though. I think
No, they got to be jacked.
Well, strong and jacked aren't the same.
No, exactly. I don't want strong.
I want to see you do a weird feat of strength on the first day. Maybe you grab my whole skull, make me feel like you can crush it.
My high school teacher was strong.
Yeah?
That's not a want.
Do you have big hands?
Yeah, he was a big guy. I still remember I was like, there was 70-pound dumbbells. I was like, you can't fucking do those. You can't.
And he just grabbed it, no problem.
Just grabbed the 70 pounds. I'm like, damn. And he just did it while making eye contact with me too. He was a thug. Shout out Mr. Allen, who for the first teacher I had right when I entered high school, he's like, what's your name? I was like, Abbas. He's like, a trout. And he called me a trout for 4 years.
A trout.
He goes, trout! For literally till grade 12, till I graduated.
What a piece
I'm
of
like,
shit.
it's not a bass, you fucking dick.
Just being
He's a legend,
racist
though.
in your face.
No, I mean, it's not racist at all. But I was like, imagine that's like, that's before mental health. He's like, you underfeeding piece of shit, Trout. I'm surprised you didn't kill yourself, Trout. This is before mental health awareness. Yo,
Man.
that boy's still alive. I've been taking bets for
Man,
years. God bless you. You're still alive.
I hope I remember this, Trout. I'm going to call you that at one point.
Don't do it, brother. I might make a bit of it. Because you know what? The whole reason I came up with this?
What's that?
I was at Backroom Comedy. A teacher was in the audience from London, Ontario. I'm like, yo, I went to London. He goes, I teach at Oak Ridge. I'm like, yo, I was at Banting High School right next to it. He's like, I taught at Banting in 05. I was there in 05. He's like, I'm like, what'd you teach? He's like, gym. I'm like, you know Mr. Allen? He's like, yeah, the department head. I'm like, yo, for 4 years he called me a truck. And then everyone's like, ah.
You could have that whole story. You gave us 3 scenarios where you guys confirmed that you knew each other. You could have just said, we knew each other from this school. We knew Troutfish fuckface.
Listen, you're just coming off like Katt Williams. At this
God
point.
damn it.
Let that hate out. Get that hate
hate out you, brother.
Playboy. Check out my new movie dropping in 11 days.
Katt
I'm
also
rich,
said
baby.
some crazy shit. He's like, I don't come on stuff to sell or promote my shows.
And
People
then
just know.
and the way when he was like, I got triggered when he was like, come out and come check the show. I'm like, I do that all.
But you have to.
Yo, I know. I mean, we're at the low level.
What
but
the hell?
When he talked about young comics, I was like, okay, he came back.
Yeah,
he's like, you could tell he doesn't want to trample on any young comics at all. He's just pissed at all these old heads that fucked with him. He's saying Cedric stole his bit. You never forget that. And he closed with it on the Kings of Comedy.
Weird.
That is like you'll never forget that. That's why he's like, I'm gonna hit him in his butt gut. Like, there's a real anger with Cedric. I love it. Steve pisses him off too.
I love the
He loved
idea of
Bernie.
Cedric being
And he's like,
a
DL,
shit
I got
comic.
Cedric's not. I've always been a big fan of it. It's just like
I just like the idea of that.
he doesn't write. He's been making it work the whole time. Just by
Being Cedric.
what a legend, man. What a legend.
Yeah, dude. Imagine how annoying it is to be Katt Williams and watch him go on stage and people like be like, "Yeah, this is sick."
No, I first of all, I don't think he's ever in the back watching that.
No,
And-
but
and
he
Katt Williams
knows.
is a way bigger draw than Ced.
Yeah, but he knows.
And he's got the emails of the people direct. Cedric is an industry baby at this point. Which again, as you get older, you can't hate on it because it's like at one point our back we just can't keep flying. We just can't keep flying like fucking 100 flights, 200 flights. You know what I mean? 300 flights a year. It's like I just want to be.
I wonder what
chilling
the,
and go to the
human
studio.
limit for flights is.
I mean,
There's got to be a certain amount
ask
where
a
your
pilot.
body's like, you know what? Pilots are good. They live good. They live
do
good.
they?
I think.
Constant divorce, alcoholism up the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what a pilot life is?
Yeah.
Sounds pretty badass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Constant,
3 marriages and
constant
alcoholism.
divorce?
Sign me up.
Constant divorce. How
Yeah.
many divorces would you get in your life?
3, I think.
Wow, you said that fast.
1 divorce with every airline. I was with Sheila during Delta. I was with Manda during United.
Do Sudanese people divorce?
It's
Frowned upon?
frowned upon.
Divorce is
They
such
don't.
a
They do. But we call it death by divorce.
death by divorce.
Yes, the female has to be killed afterwards. Of course. I mean, she can't keep living,
she
right?
can't- Yeah, it's unfair to you. It's unfair to you and your
I mean, another
house.
guy can't do her after you did her.
Yeah, it's unfair to you and your manhood, I think, at that point.
Exactly. Well,
Divorce
The
feels
ego.
weird. I don't know if I would get divorced.
I mean, it's.
It's so a divorce?
I mean, if it's bad in it, then a divorce is like the best news. Right?
You know how like I'm just saying like, but the word never makes you think, oh, what a better solution. When I got an F on a test or a D on a test, it's not even half as much as a divorce. Like,
Yeah, it's like expelled.
yeah,
Right?
It's
But
so
if
heavy.
every teacher was a prick to you and it was a nightmare at school, then expelled is a great thing, right? Like, fuck that school.
but expelled,
The word is strong, but you gotta look at the circumstance. You're focusing too much on the word, playboy.
you can hear it.
Divorce especially. It's a hard consonant, bro.
Yeah,
The D.
like you
put
never heard
that
somebody
D.
go, "I'm divorced," and then that's their origin story, where they're like, "Oh shit."
Well, Louis goes, yeah, we got divorced. Cut the shit. Yeah, that's what people do. They go, it's like their life is good now. Like, divorce means shit was bad. I'm like, all right, this unit sucks.
I think
I want to
anything-
get out of it. And then you get ruined financially, but then at least
Anything with a lawyer makes it 100% worse.
without a doubt.
That's why when you hear the word divorce, you're like, "Oh no,"
Yeah. Yeah.
because you know some guy,
God.
maybe a Jewish guy,
Hate dealing with
maybe
lawyers.
a Jewish lawyer.
Freaking lawyers, man.
You dealing with a lawyer?
Visa stuff right now.
Oh, I forgot about your application to be a different human being.
Oh, my God.
What they say over there? Did you call America?
No, sir. We are waiting to hear back. This lawyer been just every time. My lawyer's always got an excuse. Can I do that? I just don't trust him after that first one robbed me. Remember, back in the day.
A lot of I realize a lot of this interaction is all people being nervous about it.
Oh,
I've never spoken to anybody who's like, "Yup, it's going down great. Can't wait to hear back."
oh, with the U.S.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. And like, it's worrying me a
Doesn't
little
even
bit
seem
that, like,
legit.
this election coming up, because the last time Trump got elected, I was in America and he did the Trump travel ban, which said Sudanese can't leave or enter the country. So I was there during
Damn.
that shit. So I was like, 7 countries. Guess who made the cut, boys? Yeah. But like, we got a letter from the like HR being like, do the thing.
America's HR.
The company's HR
Oh.
said, due to the recent travel ban, the following employees should refrain from all international travel.
And
And,
your
it
name?
was just my name. It was just my name. And it had a nice colon, like it was ready for a lot of names.
Yeah.
But it only put my name in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Diversity hire of the
I'm
year
like,
right there.
So I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to get in before he's in, if he wins. Because just the momentum, the way it's looking, I'm like, yeah.
When's that
They're trying to
election?
block his ballot. They're trying to block his ballot. Maine and Colorado blocked it already.
When's that election happen?
November, right? That's when elections happen.
September, November.
Oh, you are you going to hear before that point?
I mean, I submitted December 1st according to my lawyer, even though I have no proof of her submission at all.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean no proof of it?
Because when you submit, you have all these papers, and I'm like, she's got to scan them and send them, and for like a month. She's like, I'm scanning them today
Where is she?
in Vermont or New York.
I was going to say, let's go down there.
No,
Get those papers.
buddy.
You can't though; it's too far.
Yeah, I mean, she was Salma Hindi's, so she did Salma.
So
Hindi,
if Trump gets elected, are you just going to burn the papes?
no, we got to go for to realize the dream. I need the United States.
Yeah.
All right, but I would prefer not to have to battle my way with the Department of Homeland Security to fucking get approved, because that shit just drains you financially, energy. It's like, fucking just approve it. Let me tour. Let me fucking.
It'd be cool if they had like a challenge game show to get in.
I would actually be down. I would love the idea
like
of
Ninja
going to
Warrior.
the gym
Yeah,
every day
yeah.
and practicing like
Yeah.
ropes and running through mud and shit. Be like, oh, I gotta get
Some
this visa.
physical, some mental, but they definitely can test your might.
No, I'm so down, because so many of the visas they give are for like, I imagine a lot of them are going to H-1Bs, which are like very smart people coming for tech jobs for this. I'm like, of all the visa people they're letting in, besides the sport ones, which are probably a lot too.
Yeah.
Because they're, they bring in the best players. I would be like, okay, where do I stand in that percentile of like, I'm like, I'll beat all the tech people. But then the tech people are obsessed with marathons and shit, right? They do like tech job people.
Yeah,
They
it would
always do
have to be.
triathlons.
It would
and
have
shit.
to be like a decathlon of some kind.
But no, that's the worst for me. It needs to be a ninja style
gotta train,
warrior
dude.
mind grip shit. If it's like run and cycle
you
and
gonna
swim,
grip with those slippery guys?
run and grip or run and swim and do this, I'm gonna lose that, because all those tech people, they run marathons. They love that.
Are you a
shit.
good swimmer?
No, I'm like, I can swim, but I'm not gonna be swimming kilometers. I'll drown.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm drowning trying to get a visa. Another one deceased.
Yeah, it would be sick if there was like an archery section,
Buddy, I would just love the training of it because that's the world you're describing. Dragon Ball Z is the World Martial Arts Tournament, and I'm picturing being with King Kai or not King Kai with Master Roshi with a turtle shell running up the mountain. Be like, I'm gonna get this visa.
Hell yeah, you're gonna get this.
Weights around your ankles and wrists and just running for a while.
You guys know the
Boxing.
movie? You know the movie Bloodsport?
Naturally.
There should be. You should do that, and then based on your score, you should fight a guy. Dependent. So if you get a really good score, you fight like a Katt Williams stature guy of like your.
Oh, like as far as the career or physicality?
No, like just to get in. So you do the decathlon, and if you kill it, you fight like a little person, like somebody not so like tough. But if you don't do so good, you fight somebody that's like equal toughness to you. And then if you beat them, you get in.
Or something like that.
You come in, you get like 100 on the decathlon, you just clothesline a guy who's like 5'6".
You don't even
Like,
want
give me
it.
that visa.
You get concussed and like you lose brain power. You can't even perform when you you come through. You're just drooling.
That's the problem.
God
You want to
bless
be
him.
intact.
Yeah, God bless him.
Pretty much like an American Gladiator scenario to getting a visa.
Yeah, but like not. There's a lot of winners, right? Because they approve a lot of visas. So it's not like the number one. It's not some presidency or gold medal shit.
Coming at you, brother.
So I don't think it's got to be like fight. It's 1,000 people do this mud ninja warrior shit, and the top 100 get approved.
Do you remember MXC? Do you remember that shit?
Yeah,
the Japanese one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
hell
you had
yeah.
to just go through a course like that, and if you
That's what I'm saying. Where you can't even prep mentally, you just got to work on your core for balance.
The hardest shit was
And
like when
meditate.
they run across those balls and there's that swinging thing.
Buddy, it's so fun
you
to
gotta
watch.
do a wipeout course.
Imagine you did like 6 of those versions of that.
You know what I love about that show is like there's no context. They just translate it. They don't even have to translate it into other languages. When I watched it as a kid in like Arabic countries, I don't even think they were speaking Arabic. I think we're just watching it in Japanese. It's just because it's like, oh fuck, is he gonna fall in the water from the or get hit by the big ball? Like there's no.
You ever see the people chase cheese down a hill?
I have not. No.
No, really? It's like
Beam us up, Scotty.
It's in, I think, Sweden or something. It's an actual competition.
Is it hilarious?
Cheese rolling.
It's just insane. You just look at it like, what is this even mean?
Aussie Man reviews.
There's nothing more.
Oh, like
powerful than
a wheel of cheese.
Yeah, they chase a wheel of cheese down a hill, and it's like,
It's fucking sweet.
I think people get pretty hurt.
This is what they got to do anything to not kill themselves. You know.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's impossible to get the cheese.
You know how dark it gets out there in the
Especially
winter.
for the cheese rolling.
Oh, like in Scotland?
Are you
These
that carry.
Yeah, like multiple.
Danes, the Swedish, all these people. It gets so dark in the winter.
Tougher than I thought. And I ran probably the first 5 meters after I can't remember.
Is this Asian chick gonna have an accent like that too?
I just
I hope so.
dust in my eyes.
Let her
My
talk,
head-
bitch.
My head hit 5 times. before.
Let her talk, bitch.
you've got a bit of an injury.
But you've got a bit of an injury.
I twist my ankle a while ago and then I hit the same spot again just now.
Yeah, she does.
Oh,
She twists her ankle a bit. What will go?
Yeah. It's like I should keep going, but I just couldn't.
this white one is like so mad that she's talking. Do you see it in her face?
What's with this like hairstyle they have too? It's just like folded right over the top. This bitch looks 48.
I
Absolutely,
know.
wanna be first. I
She's
wanna
probably
get that
25.
cheese.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
she was very
She's like,
close.
keep holding me.
Very close.
Thanks.
Oh, uphills, not just downhills.
I think you got to get yourself up that hill, and then you got to work your way down it. It's a steep hill too.
And you only unemployed people
That's
can
loud. You
take
wanna
part in
turn it
this.
down a
Man, that hill. How many people are you not allowed to just run down the hill?
Yeah, I don't think you can. Oh, dude, that dude's ass.
That's yeah, exactly.
Damn, that guy's ass.
He's fucked up right there.
This is just like war, man.
So, I guess you can't run that much. You have to
No,
roll. Look
you-
at this guy. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
Dude, it's hard to get down the hill.
What the fuck?
It's hard to get down the hill. You can't just run down a steep hill. It's not how your body works.
Yeah, but you don't have to keep falling like that. I've run down hills just like that.
No, but it's a race.
Yeah, it's a race.
You're gonna trip over yourself because you're trying.
Oh, God.
Oh, it must be really steep, huh?
Oh, it's crazy.
to. It's super steep. Yeah.
Wow, that Asian guy.
Yeah.
Looks like he plays for the German soccer team.
Yeah. I saw him. He's the one who he smashed hard too.
Yeah,
huh?
he did. Yeah.
He wanted it.
How do you
Imagine this guy's just being straight up racist right now. Yeah, I don't know why we let him in.
How do you even respect anything after that? How do you like talk to your friends? What'd you do today?
Well, it might be
Really
like a
tore my
tradition there,
knee,
right?
man. Yeah, it's probably a tradition. But imagine like
whole
I
village is
fucking
there.
blew my ACL running down a hill.
Imagine a professional athlete. Like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Why'd you do this?
Yeah, I just thought I could
It
get
was
the
a
cheese.
weekend with
I
the
just,
boys.
I just, I thought I'm a professional athlete. I could catch the cheese. I didn't think these guys were training so much.
You know, there's some folklore story of a guy who caught the cheese too somehow. He like jumped early or some shit.
Brandon of the cheese.
Like,
House
look at this
of
guy.
Cheese.
Oh,
Yeah, these people are getting smashed, man.
I mean,
What are you
your
gonna do?
body's kind of designed to roll.
Look at this guy, freaking thighs galore.
Ooh,
This guy,
yeah.
what? They're getting tackled too?
You kind of need something to stop the inertia.
I like they didn't have time for.
my
Damn, that is
God.
steep. That's steep as fuck.
Dude, that looks like you're trying to ski on no snow with no skis.
You know it's steep when they don't
Ooh,
even
these guys.
bother
Ooh,
running.
these guys.
I can't even believe it. I'm
It's
shocked.
a weird level of steepness.
I'm shocked no one can just make it.
No.
Not one person has not
You
fallen.
can't just run down straight.
Oh, it's real steep. Look at this guy's roll.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Oh
that's
my
a strategy
God.
though. Yeah, of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
like of course. Of course.
They don't have stretchers.
Of course somebody's getting carried out. No stretches.
So what do you guys think about Stephen Hawking?
Oh, him with the little ladies? Little
Midgets on their tippy toes solving equations.
The little cripple boy likes the little cripplies?
Crazy.
Kind of makes sense in a way.
Does it?
He's going to like something. What is he going to like? He's got to do something.
I was talking about it on stage yesterday in Burlington. I'm like, do you know the logistics of that kink? Like, to not just midgets, but little people. You have to find ones that can solve complex equations.
Well, dude, he could fucking find a black hole he's never seen in some galaxy he doesn't even know exists. I'm sure he
He
can
never
figure-
found it. He just did the math on it.
Exactly.
And he needed to see them on their tippy toes to do the math on
Hawking
it.
couldn't coordinate what year chemical waste was dumped in an Ohio river to determine where the fucking stunted growth is.
He's like, stand on your
Does
tippy
he get erect?
something for him to get there? He needs something. Something's got to
But
move.
does that work? Did it work for the old boy?
That's a great question. And you know what's funny is I was
never
talking
know.
about on stage yesterday. I'm like, some guy in the audience goes, "Do they have to solve the equations?"
Probably not.
That's amazing.
That's good.
That's fucking great. I may cut that clip too. Do it again in Burlington tonight. Hone it.
Yeah, can you look it up if he did get erect? I know that's probably not great for your algorithm, but did
was he
Stephen
aroused?
Hawking
Was he aroused?
have
Yeah. Was he
erections?
aroused?
Wait,
Was he aroused?
can Stephen Hawking's does his
Get a boner. Fucking pull
does
it up.
his stuff work?
It's not even your laptop. What do you care?
Oh, I'm curious.
How does Stephen Hawking have sex? From 9 years ago.
Yeah, this is
When you
being
think about
asked.
it, ALS has a slow progression. Even when he started to be confined to a wheelchair, he probably still had some function in the lower region. He
Oh
prob-
yeah, it's ALS.
Unless you count
ALS is Lou Gehrig's?
Look, he probably doesn't at this stage of the game, unless you count mind fucks. Legend. What a comment.
What a comment.
I saw a picture of 4chan kind of
Is
answered your
ALS
question.
Lou Gehrig's disease?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know, but since when did we like the branding of diseases like that? Just
Well,
give
it
them
was his
names?
name. That was the guy who got it. He was the first guy who had it.
That's crazy. And he was in Hollywood too, right?
Lou, no, I think he's a baseball player.
Oh yeah.
Lou Gehrig. Imagine you're like the
The
first
first guy.
person.
They're
like, I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
You're gonna have to struggle with this as we study you.
What is the
but
symptoms?
the next people though?
What's the symptoms, doc? And he's like, well, it looks like you're not going to have any function at all over the slow course of time. And it
Oh.
will diminish, and we can't do anything about it.
Are there any cures? No, but we're gonna watch what happens, how you die, make notes, and hopefully figure out how to help the next guy. So
We're gonna
thanks,
watch how you
thanks
die.
for taking in the chin, champ. Stephen Hawking's ex-wife.
Can we have a piece
apparently
of your
did describe his
brain
sex
when
life
you
in his
die?
book. Stephen Hawking's ex-wife does a tell-all. Of course she does.
Of course she does. A
Further
tell-all.
Googling reveals more.
I mean, what? Unless she's talking highly of this man, what disrespect? Jane Hawking? Of course he's a piece of shit.
Jane Hawking is?
No,
is
of
that
course,
her name?
Of course.
Jane Hawking?
Right there, right? Jane Hawking.
That's actually there's something about that name I like. Jane Hawking.
What
She
about
sounds
that?
like a first lady or like a senator or
Do you respect regality?
no. It's just about that name.
All right.
Not necessarily. Not like.
Are you
British
a royalist?
style.
Are you a royalist?
No, I know what regal means.
I could see you in that though,
Yeah.
with that hat,
Absolutely, I
with
can.
that hat and that gun. Where they don't really hold it, but they're holding it.
Did you see that fake painting I have in the bedroom? You walk by it, it's like the door's always open there.
No,
Me and my girl and
I don't
Gunnar,
look
we
into
got
your
a-
bedroom.
Yeah, it's right there as you go by the.
No, I know
bathroom.
where it is.
It's like a Victorian photo, like where they put your face on a general.
You're a general?
It's exactly what you're describing right now.
Come on.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
It was a gift for her.
For her?
Yeah. She's in it, and
okay.
and the dog's in it. Like it's like a family portrait.
Yes,
it's a family
yes.
portrait in an old Victorian style, where I'm like dressed as Napoleon, with like a bunch of medals and shit.
Yeah.
$200.
At first, you described it as a solo image of yourself.
No, I'm dressed like what you're fucking trying to.
Yeah.
But something about that name, Jane Hawking, sounds like a super timeless author. Jane, have you read Jane? Obviously, the Jane part.
Stephen, how do you feel about Stephen Hawking?
I mean, he's timeless physics guy and midget masturbator. You know what I mean?
Midget masturbator.
Yeah.
It's weird how he never went by Steve, you know?
I mean, of course. Anytime you do theoretical physics, you got to go by the full name. Like a guy doing math on fucking the universe can't be Chris. It has to be Christopher.
Yeah.
You know?
You kind of do, yeah.
You know?
But like,
can't be.
You can't just be
Can't
cool
Tim.
guy
It
Steve
can't
who
be
knows
Tim.
about.
Yo, did you see Tim's new fucking journal on in Nature? He discovered the big. No, it's Timothy. Timothy, fuck your bitch.
It's weird how that discovery of those black holes and shit isn't a version of Alzheimer's or dementia. Like,
Maybe it was.
He's seeing black holes in the galaxy. Like, okay, Stevie.
You know what's crazy? After these papers got released, imagine out of all the research he did in his life, this is the paper he's most known for.
Yeah, man.
The irony.
The calculation
Have you
of
read
midget
my
size?
thing on black holes? No, but I read what you do with midgets, dog. Man, Stephen Hawking.
Do we have a count on the amount of midgets?
No, apparently several. But I'm thinking again,
many
back to
full
the
people?
logistics. So the island not only has underage girls, how do they get underage? And they're like a lot. They're like white girls too. So it's like, are they in a camp? How'd you
shelf.
get them there? Now you also have little people that are great at physics or equations. You're not just little people who obviously came in on some sort of
was that
grant.
legit a part of it? That he was attracted to the mind and the muscle?
It was midgets solving complex equations on a chalkboard that was slightly too high.
Legit.
I swear to God.
Legit.
Yeah, because you know what's crazy? If they assembled everything for him and the chalkboard was proper height, and he's like, nothing. You know? Lift it 3
Please
feet,
lift it,
2
please.
feet, jack it up.
So wait a second. Wait a second. That was legit his...
I swear, yeah, look it up.
Legit, he just wanted to watch them.
Describe what Epstein papers, what Stephen Hawking likes.
Oh my God.
Like what I just said is verbatim what's in there.
Man, that's incredible.
Have you noticed every comedian is releasing a Stephen Hawking bit?
Oh
that they
yeah,
have?
like they had the shit back
Because
for
Stephen
a
Hawking
long
is trending.
time.
Yeah. I saw Schultz drop.
I've been
one
talking
from
about
like
this for
6 years ago.
No thanks.
Keep going.
So he just wanted to watch them struggle? That's hilarious. So wait, that had a sexual kinkness
You know,
to it?
yesterday I'm in the back. The headliner of the show, a guy named Michael Harrison. You ever worked with this guy, Michael?
I
Harrison?
haven't, no.
He's he goes, we got rich people in here. And he goes, yeah, you wouldn't be in Burlington if you were.
Yeah.
And like I'm in the back, and one old guy with three white guys. One of them turns to the other one and goes, yes, you would. and they all like, I'm like, oh, the boy.
Yeah, the
boys
boys.
got money, man. That's under the table money right
yeah,
there.
and you
Yes,
should know
you
that
would.
Burlington is the spot, actually.
Like it's pretty much like
Money
extended
mayhem.
Oakville. Yeah.
Money mayhem.
It's nice because you can feel good about the fact that you're not in Hamilton. And you have, you know, right? You feel better.
I think anybody with a house and a detached garage feels good.
Oh, buddy, especially if it's a detached house. Why detached garage? That's
What a man, powerful man. Like it's a big
I have a
ass-
detached garage. I don't feel great about that.
Well, I mean, you don't go to the meetings?
No, I've never been invited.
You never been invited to the detached garage meetings for men who have detached garages?
I have not, sir. No.
Damn, dude, you should really follow up.
Actually, yeah, the memo. Is this like just
Yeah, you're on Business Insider.
Yeah.
They're not going to tell us about no
type
dick
in
games.
Yeah, just type in little people equations. Stephen Hawking. I swear to God.
Little people equations. If you had a house and no garage, are you a man?
No.
Correct.
It's a pretty simple answer.
Yeah, pretty correct. If you had a house,
You
and
probably struggle to get an erection as well.
yeah, you
Garage
definitely
does it
need.
all.
I love how it's all like just fucking scripts.
Oh, yeah, look. Did Jeffrey ever talk to you about Stephen Hawking's proclivities? Yes. He liked watching undressed midgets solve complex equations on a too high up chalkboard.
Oh, damn, that's amazing.
I know. The specificity of it is
On
like
a too high. That's actually good for joke writing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like
On a too
I
high
had a
up.
fucking field day with this.
There's also no other way to say too high up without giving
Just
away
saying.
the whole thing. You
Yeah.
have to say it like that.
It's too high up. So how are they solving the equations? That means they're just at getting the bottom of the chalkboard.
Some
right?
midgets are also like
100.
super busty.
Imagine reading this whole document and be like, huh? What do you mean midgets? Like, right? Like, what the hell do you mean by that? Yeah, man, they're thick, booted up. They got bundas
thick.
for days.
My
bro.
buddy we like have a group chat, and he's like, man, I don't know why, but this is my algorithm, and he just spams like all these like bootylicious midgets.
Oh, there's those 2 midget whores that are just always in bikinis, being like, "Would you fuck us?" Like, pull it up. There's 2 of them. There's the dark-haired one and the blonde one.
Wait, why can't this be true? Damn, sexy indeed.
Yes, Jeffrey left to have intellectuals visit the island so he
Do
could
we know
reward
what
them
Jeffrey
for their
liked?
hard
He
work
liked-
for humanity and for other darker reasons.
Jeffrey liked it when I think
Are you telling me
He
that,
liked
Steve?
information on people.
he liked info on people, but he also liked when Jelaine would go in and like, you know, get them warm for him, and then they would give Jeffrey a massage.
She was his assistant, pretty much.
Yeah, but she would like facilitate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
like was the how would you say it? A liaison.
What, she would be the
A facilitator.
Who's the guy that cuts heads off in the medieval times?
The executioner.
That's who she is.
Yeah,
She's executed.
Kind of give him a pass on that. Dude was a quad. He wasn't raping even himself. Midget's always funny.
I mean, to be honest,
What else can you say?
The only problem is, were they there on their own accord, or were they like swept up under some? Were they put in
Did
a
Jeffrey
bag?
ever talk to you about Stephen Hawking's proclivities? Yes. He liked watching undressed midgets solve complex equations on a too high up chalkboard. What?
Do we know if they were there because they wanted to be hanging out? Was the island like Drake's house where people were just invited?
How big are people just running the island? Is there a postal system when Jeffrey's not there?
Oh, probably, yeah.
And you know they all called him Jeff too.
Man, what's the power?
When you do a crime,
of
you're
an
back to
island?
Jeffrey, right?
If you have an island power is like top shelf elite.
Oh, of course. You know what's cracked me up about the news these days? It's like anti-Semitism at its highest. Anti-Semitism at its highest. Look what Jeffrey Epstein did.
Yeah,
you
dude.
know what I mean? You're like, yo, it's kind of like confusing a little
Yeah.
bit, right? You're like, stop on this. But in the meantime, look at what the Jewish villain Epstein did. Like,
He's
you're
like,
yo.
he is literally like a Kang equivalent to.
I don't know the Kang thing because I never
He's in
watched
Marvel.
it.
He's like Marvel's next supervillain.
It ain't majors.
Epstein is like the Thanos of real life.
He is.
Snaps your fingers and half your life's gone.
It's completely gone, dude. Unless you're Clinton. He's like, fuck.
This is just scary because he was the money guy. You don't never in Batman. You know Batman Dark Knight when they go
course.
get the Asian guy, and then Joker's like he'll spill the beans. Like, you should let me fucking hook you boys up.
I don't remember that part at all, and I've seen it 10 times.
What?
They go to China. I believe,
Yeah.
or
So
something.
Batman goes to China. He does the sick Batman.
and then he pulls out the wing.
It's when he's training, right?
No, this is
that's
where
the
he
first
goes and gets Lau. That's where Morgan
Pull him
Freeman
up?
goes in. You're not supposed to have a cell phone in this place. He goes up. He's like, "Oh, you're not supposed to have a cell phone." Oh, I must have forgot I had it. And it's actually like
How
a
do I
device.
forget this. I've
Oh,
seen this
man.
movie so many times.
You should rewatch. Stop watching
I
Top
just-
Gun and watch.
I put
this.
it in the middle. I just
No,
go to the middle.
what
I
an
go to the
open-
Bane scene.
The opening.
Who can disassemble this
This
bomb?
isn't even the movie.
That's not the right movie.
God damn
You
it.
said Dark Knight, right?
Yeah,
that's the Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, my bad. See, there we
Fuck
go.
Bane. This is the best. So
Bane
Lau.
Bane was great.
Bane's good. He's not the
Yeah,
Joker.
Bane's he's pretty good.
Lau goes back to China, Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Batman goes and gets him because the Joker's like, he's got no jurisdiction. He'll fucking get him.
Jurisdiction in like Gotham.
Comes back.
Yeah.
And then that's when the mob's like, okay, because we know Lau will kill it, like say shit, He'll give names up.
He's a snitch.
He's a snitch.
By the way, did what Katt Williams did count as snitching? Is that snitching?
No.
No, that's just an old man being
He
real,
made a good
right?
point. He's saying like, you can't just lie and have somebody not correct it.
Yeah, he goes, winners are not allowed to let losers rewrite history. I'm like,
Which is a
ooh,
good point.
I'm going to fucking remember that one.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
The thing is, no one perceived them as losers until yesterday.
Yeah,
2
yeah,
days
right.
ago.
No one was thinking Steve Harvey, Kevin Hart.
Up until
Cedric.
2 days ago, Steve Harvey was probably the number 1 or 2 motivational person for like 70% of people who go to YouTube to look for that kind of
Nothing
content.
changes for any of these people's career, by the way. Nothing changes.
No.
All that's gonna
They're all
happen
self-made.
is that Katt Williams is gonna have a giant spike in viewership of his next Netflix special.
Yeah.
That's all that's really gonna happen here. That's it, because everyone's doing fine in their careers. Like no one's gonna not watch Cedric because of that. If Cedric came to Toronto, the Entertainer, at a club, I'm paying to go see him.
Yeah, I mean, we went to see Mike
He's
Epps.
gonna be
We're
funny.
Gonna go see Cedric.
Yeah, and Mike Epps was. Do you remember when we went saw him?
Yeah.
It was like he was just in town filming something,
hanging out.
Yeah, he was filming with what's it called? That movie fucking Eddie Murphy did, the more recent
Dolomite?
Dolomite.
My Name is Night.
They were filming it, and he just did like 30 minutes of shit. He does bits. He smacks. A lot of black comics smack the mic. I remember he smacked it so hard the fucking mic broke. They have to bring another. He's just you saw it fly.
He literally unspun.
He goes motherfucker. Yeah, he smacked one hit so hard they just. They like came to the back and he just kept smacking it too.
We didn't even say dates on this bitch.
We can always do dates, brother.
Well, let's do some dates.
Let's do some dates.
Do some dates and then watch this Batman get kidnapped. Or do the kidnapping.
Batman. Why did we even bring up that Batman scene? by the
Mr.
way?
Lau.
No, but I mean, why did we bring it up?
I don't
He
know.
was the money guy.
Oh, he's the money guy. Yeah. He's the money guy. Epstein's the money guy. You never want the money guy to get caught.
Oh, because they talk.
Because they have all the real information. Like, if you catch Clinton, he doesn't really know. Like, he's the president, but he doesn't really know what everything was.
He's just the leader face guy.
Epstein, like, bought the fucking island.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was like, tell me about your proclivities and to come to the island, tell me one secret.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
They had cameras like everywhere. He's
Imagine
pretty
just
much-
getting into Hollywood and being like, so what's up with
It's a
this island?
snaky fucking move, man. It's like
the name
he
of the
just gets
game.
arrested. And it's like,
Yeah, I had surveillance everywhere.
it's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Imagine just being one of his friends and he's in prison now. You know, all the powerful people are sweating. That's why he died.
For sure.
Well,
I mean, you shouldn't have had all the. I mean, you're playing a game of blackmail. You're playing
it's
a
like a
powerful
high
game.
profile mob guy. There's only one.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna die. There's
Yeah,
only two
you're
ways
gonna
to
die.
go.
And the way he died is hilarious. They're like, the security camera footage stopped recording for the brief period that he hung himself. And it's like someone, it's like
The amount of joy they took out in a coordinated fake suicide. They're like, we're just gonna go in. It's gonna be fake. People are gonna say it's fake. I don't give a shit. He's gone.
It just goes to show you that the world operates exactly like the movies depict. That there's fucking strong people, powerful people just doing what needs to be done. And it was like obvious murder. And it was just like, no,
Yeah,
don't
that's
report
it.
it. Stop talking about it. Israel, Gaza, Ukraine, talk about these things. Like, it's done. He's dead. Bad guy dead. He killed himself. You know, it's like, and all these people are like, okay. And all the main ones, all the ones who will be truly, truly actually destroyed by anything coming out in these documents, we'll make sure their names don't actually appear in
Yeah.
these documents.
And why would it? Like, they are all the power people. Why would they let this thing?
Clinton is such a joke at this point that literally they're saying, yeah, Clinton likes young girls. And he's just, he's an old man. Yeah, I was president. I mean, he's not doing anything besides speeches. And I don't know if the speeches calls decreased, but
Probably not. No.
yeah.
If anything, it gives him more street cred.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's like, damn, man. You got 14-year-olds or whatever the fuck he's into, man. Imagine. It's
like
legal
once
on
you-
this
once-
island.
once
It's
you-
like it's legal, and I bet you Epstein said this island has no age restrictions. This is a foreign whatever the fuck. This is international waters, right? And I am the ruler.
But if you're Bill Clinton and you got blown in the presidential office, at what point does anything phase you at that point when they know that? If they know that shit, you're good.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, dates. We're coming at you. Guys, check us out in friggin' BC. We're going to be there January 17th to 28th. All over that damn bitch. We're doing a nice little circle. What is it? Fucking Whistler, Kelowna, Kamloops, Penticton, Surrey, Tofino, Nanaimo, Victoria, Squamish, Vancouver. I think I got all of them. Check it out. Then we got dates in Ontario and out east as well.
And when this comes out, I'm going to be in Edmonton. 2 shows, January 12th and 13th, and Calgary at Yuck Yucks. Sunday, January 14th, 7:30 p.m.
I'll be in Ottawa as well. Absolute Ottawa, January 9th to the 15th.
There you go. Tickets at bosswahab.com for me. Hit up Jordan on his
Linktree.
Instagram, Linktree.
Let's watch Batman, Catcher, Mr. Lau, because like you said, movies are real life. This is exactly how they got Epstein, if you want to know. Just fast forward right to the friggin' action. Oh, dude. I might even just need to watch this today.
Yeah, now I just realized I've been watching Rises constantly.
Dude, this is the one you should watch constantly.
Buddy, I'm a fan of Christian Bale. This was Christopher Nolan too?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Did you see that Christopher Nolan was on his Peloton and the instructor?
That I just watched that right before we came.
How random is that?
How hilarious and how so her like feeling of Tenet, I couldn't describe it better in words. She's like, "What the fuck was that movie?
How
Someone
did it
get
come
me a
up?
manual."
How did it come up?
Because she was using a song from the soundtrack.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
dude, I was in the movie
I
theater
was
when
like,
Tenet
God
came
bless
out.
this chick. I've never wanted a Peloton or to be on a Peloton or be involved with it more than this lady.
When I was in the movie theater watching Tenet, I was with my brother, and like first 20 minutes in, I look over, and he at the almost the same time, we're both like,
"What the?
Do you know
fuck
what's
is
going on in this movie?" And we're just like, "Not at all."
Zero.
I still don't. I'm afraid to rewatch it.
I tried to rewatch it, and I got confused in the exact same 8 minutes in that I did the first time, and I'm like, oh. Going in knowing it's an impossibly complex movie the second time doesn't help you.
No.
And I had subtitles on. I was like, everyone shut up.
Yeah.
It's just, I think what happened was COVID happened and Nolan kept editing it because he had 8 months extra with it. I think that's what happened.
Well,
because
he
it's
just
so overbaked. It's like that complex thing he likes to a level that's just fucking doesn't
He
make
also
sense.
like distorted like the sounds and shit.
Everything, every scene is the black guy and the vampire guy walking and talking. And it's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but the banter is too fast. Like, he ran it all the way back. Did he cut? She said he did. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Shit was also backwards.
I
and
do
we didn't
remember
know
this
why.
now.
Yeah, of course.
Damn, this movie, what year was this movie?
2009. Yeah, 9 or something. This is one of the highest grossing Batmans. I think, if not the. This movie, though.
All right, okay, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, when they talk about like superhero movies, it's got to be probably one
Dark
of the
Knight?
best. Yeah.
Can't wait. I'm going to watch it.
Get
All
it in.
right, I think time to wrap it, huh? Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Till next week, these episodes drop Friday. Close, but way off. Dante,
Keep it
beam us
close.
out of this bitch. Peace.